The movie follows Elise, a young artist living with her boyfriend. She's been dealing with these episodes where she blacks out with no memory or warning. And these blackouts start getting longer and more frequent. She sees her psychiatrist and he's concerned, like, maybe you need to be hospitalized concerned. He thinks these blackouts might be connected to unresolved trauma from her childhood, which she spent inside this fringe religious group, loosely connected to the Mormon church. She decides facing her past will help resolve the trauma. She heads back to this off-grid forest compound where she grew up. Now, her boyfriend and best friend come along as support. Once she's there, she reconnects with a couple of members from the old church, and they invite her to partake in this drug-induced ritual. Being isolated in the woods with that one creepy building was a great choice. It sets the mood immediately. Lots of tension, lots of unease. We get these fragmented flashbacks sprinkled throughout, which definitely add to the mystery and help fill in the gaps about Elise's past. There's a slow, unsettling build towards something awful, and that final act is definitely the movie's strongest point. However, after a really solid setup, the movie kind of left me more confused than anything. I get it's a slow burn, but the pacing is rough. I mean, those first two acts are a struggle to get through. Not much happens, and in between the flashbacks, these characters make some decisions you only see in horror movies. Clearly something strange is going on. They finally decide to leave, but Elise suddenly needs some time alone, and she wants to look around some more. They repeatedly do things that make zero sense. And besides one really solid kill, the third act doesn't really reward you for pushing through all of the earlier mess. The story feels jumbled, scattered, and ultimately doesn't go anywhere satisfying. They clearly knew how to build the atmosphere. The mood, the setting, the tension, all of that was good, but the story is too incohesive, just too slow, and it never really comes together. And unfortunately, that third act just isn't enough to save it. You can definitely skip this one. But what did you guys think? Was the final act strong enough for this slow burn? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe, and all of that good stuff. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.